and I can quickly look into the art of the first album. We mentioned the album, we mentioned tracks from that album. We can show the album cover. And one thing that's special about Anuryzm, and I think many people commented on and I enjoyed, is the artwork. Can you tell us more about who worked on this artwork and what kind of imagery is in this kind of cover, and how does it connect to the content, to the tracks?
Sure. Okay, so we, when doing the music, we wanted to create kind of a mascot for the band, kind of like Iron Maiden's Eddie or Megadeth Vic. With actually, I was doing this on my own, thinking of having something like that, just to kind of have the audience connect with the visuals as much as the audio. I was very inspired at the time by politics during the first album period. Everything politics and how it molds and changes the world.
It
I
looks a
thought
bit like
maybe
the shores. It looks like the seashores of Lebanon, the cities of Lebanon somehow.
Yes, exactly.
That's the politician on top with his cigar, right?
Yes. I obviously wanted a link to Lebanon, but more importantly, I wanted to create a character that didn't have a face. You couldn't see what they looked like. You just knew that they were like some sort of a puppet, just managing or commandeering all this chaos that's happening all
The
around.
The hidden
figure. And that's exactly what the first album was. I mean, the artwork for the first album was about. It was kind of creating that persona. I thought of the businessman, maybe in his late 50s, early 60s. You can't see his face, pockets full of cash, cigar, all that stuff.
Explosions,
and that's
destroying the city at the same time, pollution. But he seems happy about it.
Yeah, but he's happy. He's making money. He doesn't care. This ends up being kind of the theme of the album. So there's a lot of political innuendo in some of the songs.
Yeah.
Especially with a song like "Breaking the Ballot," it's basically like a call to action, telling people, just
vote,
vote, why vote? Just fucking break the thing, revolution, blah blah blah. That was kind of the idea. But as we moved on to the next record, we started thinking, how about we make this character evolve with every album, so we can have kind of a storyline going. And when the second record came about, we envisioned it coinciding with the music. So the first album was modern era music for when the album came out, which was 2011.
Yeah.
2011. And the music was corresponding to that time frame. It was very modern. It was aggressive.
Politics at the time, also there was a lot of disturbance in the area, right?
Yes.
Disturbance in the force, you can feel it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Not as much as previous years, but still, I mean, there was something there. There's always something going on if you think about it.
Every day, every year, yeah.
Yeah. When we went on to the second album, the music was very influenced by older 70s, 80s prog rock. It doesn't show too much in the music, but it is very influenced by that era. Basically, very long songs, different passages. Nothing too commercial. Like you won't hear a chorus like 2-3 times in a song. That type of thing. It was always like a progression.
More.
Yeah. It was a song. The song was always going somewhere. It was taking different directions all the time. It was a very difficult album to write. It was a very challenging album to record. Even it was probably one of the worst periods in Anuryzm history, but we got it done.
Why? What was the challenges?
I mean, when you have so much music that is diversified in the album, you're going to have clashes internally. Like, no, I don't like this part. No, change that. Fix this. Yeah. It's not like you have a very simple song, 3-4 minutes. You have like 3-4 riffs. That's it. Like you can work with that. This was like you're talking every section in detail no, why did you play that note that way? No, let's go up. No, go down.
Yeah.
No, play this. No, play that. It was just like going to shoot each other in the face recording that out. I remember.
So it's difficult when you diversify too much and not everyone
Yes,
is on board.
exactly. Because they
I
don't
see.
like because I write all the music practically.
Yeah.
I hear it here, but then when you translate like into demos, so the guys can hear, maybe the demo is not the best. Maybe it doesn't give like the
The
best
exact thing you
picture.
imagined. Yeah.
Yeah, like
It's a
you're
scratch.
hearing, yeah,
It's a
you're hearing
draft.
symphonies here, and then
Yeah,
you end up
yeah,
with a flute
yeah.
in the demo. Uh,
Yeah.
so I mean, there were definitely moments of intense conflict
I see.
with many of the songs, but we pushed through, came to the end. Thankfully, I mean, it really took a lot of energy, um, but it created an album that was really different than the first one,
Mm-hmm.
uh, which is very proggy. Even the sound is very different than the first one. It's not a modern type sound. It was very natural sounding.
Mm-hmm.
We even for the mastering engineer we went to Bob Katz, who is infamous about uh, being this super clean, natural sound when he does the final masters. So when you hear the songs, they're super pure. Like you hear the instrument like at its core, especially the drums, which I don't know if it was a good move for the band, even though I was part of the decision making to make it happen. But I'm now in retrospect, I don't know if it was the best way to go.
Mm-hmm.
But it was sounded like a good decision at the time to make it sound super pure, super fresh in terms of sound quality, and which coincided with the story taking us back, like to that feel of the 80s or 70s, that kind of thing. So we needed the artwork to match with kind of that music. So we thought, okay, let's take this character from the first album and make him younger because we're going back in time. So you see him, if you have the full CD spread, you see him actually
Yeah.
running away from the actual CD is the Rhino. I don't know if you have it on you, but you see him running away from the Rhino. It's basically the same guy at a younger age, just learning the ropes in this world of corruption and business and whatever, just trying to find his way and causing chaos along the way and failing. He's
Mm-hmm.
basically failing as he does it. And that's kind of the album concept.
So the first album is where he mastered it, or like, because it's in the future, and he's standing already on top of the mountain. He has all those dollars. He mastered that. I don't wanna.
Yes.
I don't know what to call it. The politics game, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And he already doesn't care about anything anymore. He knows how to play everything. He knows how to get what he wants.
Yeah.
That was album one.
Yeah.
Before you released the album, which is in 2015, you released singles, two of them at least. So
Yes.
Humanoid and Depolarized, right?
Mhm.
I'll show a bit the art. You made album art for singles that came before the album, and later they are
Yes,
part of
we
the
did.
album. And
Correct.
even those are very interesting. I love the art on those. It's kind of
Yeah.
modern, fresh, very
Yeah.
vivid colors. You always have very vivid colors.
Yeah.
And humanoid is something close to being a human, but not human, right?
Yeah.
Does
Basically.
mean that more or less. And this is
Yeah.
what the heart of a humanoid is. It's supposed to function like a heart, but it seems to be running on smoke, like it's a burning engine.
Yeah.
Or
I mean,
it's
that was
emitting
like kind
smoke.
of an artwork that we
Yeah.
found that somebody made, and we just
Oh,
took it. Yeah.
okay.
We borrowed it. We got permission to use it. It felt cool with the concept of the song because, as you said, like we started here, if you want, we started touching a bit on like things like artificial intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
This is where it kind of started off, and you get that feeling from the track, from the lyrics, from the vibe. And we had to get an artwork to match, and that was kind of the coolest one we found. Actually, goes straight to the core, straight to the heart.
Yeah. And it's extremely detailed. There's a lot of
Yeah,
design
it's super
detail.
cool. Super cool. We even made a T-shirt of this, which is really super nice as well.
Is it still available somewhere?
I think so. You can go on
Okay.
our website.
On the merch?
We if it's not there, then it will be there. I know we're planning on bringing it back. We're just having some logistical issues at the moment. But we have a merch store through our website, anuryzm.com.
Yeah, I'm trying to go there. Maybe I can check what's on that and just
I
share
I need to work on this with Jay, because Jay is usually handling all the merchandising stuff, but I need to touch base with him on that. Again, timing discrepancies, and it's he's moved to Canada now, so it's a bit difficult managing our time schedules between here and there.
So as I said, there's always somebody moving to another
I'm
country,
telling you,
and things
like
changing.
it's happening nonstop. Yeah.
It's a bit strange. If I search for Anuryzm.com, just to search the website, it doesn't show up in the top of the list. So
yeah, we are
now I'm
for
on the
some
website.
reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. For some reason, there's a issue with the. It gives you the aneurysm, the disease.
Yeah. Yeah, by default.
But
I am on the merch store, so I'll try to share a bit what
we have
shows
some
up.
there. Some there. I don't know what we have. Yeah. So we have the standard logo stuff. Scroll
Hoodie,
down.
shirts, and that's it.
Okay, so
that's it.
We didn't upload yet the other stuff, but we will. It will come up.
Yeah, there's the apparel, women's t-shirts, and then there's the homeware, mugs. Okay.
By the way, the merch is very good quality. Like we tested out the samples and everything. I'm wearing actually one of the t-shirts now. It's super comfy.
The quality.
And the sweaters even are very, very good quality as well.
Nice. So I guess you need to put back some of the artwork related stuff, because I like the artwork. I'd like to get my hands on some of those designs. You also, as I said, another single you released was Depolarized, right?
Yeah.
And for that also you had the artwork for it.
Also, this was also available. We just took it. It was ready-made art. And we changed the colors. It was a different kind of color scheme. We just adapted it to what we wanted.
I think it was originally probably made as a gray color, or no?
Brownish. There was some. It was brown, gray, something like that. You could be right.
How do you usually approach the artist? Like to say, "Hey, we really like your art. We're releasing a single. Would like to use it." How does that go?
To be honest with you, for specifically these two singles, the singer was handling all of it. The ex-singer now, but he was managing all of it. I'm not quite sure how he approached the guy. Okay. He just said, I have somebody, he has artworks, he's willing to give them to us, and we can adapt them and modify them.
And in the booklet somewhere you'd say this art is the copyrighted, goes to the artist's name.
There's if it should be somewhere, but there's no physical copy. It was just released as a digital release. Yeah.
Okay. So, and these two singles led eventually to the album, which I love the album art, and it's instantly recognizable album art. That's why I'm giving a bit of time for that, because I really like it.
No problem.
And that was the 2015 album, All Is Not For All.
Yeah.
And you mentioned already, this is like a bit in the past, with the sound of the past, and you have this politician guy on the booklet appearing, right?
You have to open like the spread. Yeah.
So only the ones who bought the booklet have it.
No, it's online, I'm sure.
The digital full version.